Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Single Episode Games. Today I'm going to be playing Jetpac, which is a game that released in 1983 for the ZX Spectrum, but I'm going to be playing it via Rare Replay for the XboxOne. So let's go. The first time that I played this game on here, I was like, I know I've played this before. And I sure as hell didn't own a ZX Spectrum, so I was wondering how in the hell I knew what this game was. Well, it is in Donkey Kong 64. So that is why I remembered it. It is a mini game that you play towards the end of the game, I believe. And it is actually part of the story. You have to get a certain score to get a coin to advance. So that is why I remembered that I had played this before. Basically, all you have to do is collect the rocket ship parts and get them together, and then collect either 5 or 6, I think it's 6, 5 fuel containers, and then you can take off in the rocket ship and go on to the next level. I have no idea what these things are that are attacking me here. They look like little comets or something. I don't know. The funny part is they can come in 2 at a time or 3 at a time and appear glitchy multiple colors. But I will give this game this. It is very colorful. It doesn't have a lot in the way of audio. It's just pew 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 pew. But color-wise, there's a lot of color. Maybe that was a ZX Spectrum thing. Maybe that's why it was called Spectrum. I don't know. Somebody might have to enlighten me on that, because I have no idea. But it is, very colorful. So there's different enemies on each stage, it looks like. I mean, obviously, I played through this, when I played it on Rare Replay, but I don't really remember it. But, I mean, I got all the milestones, so I must have played it, beat it, and moved on. I don't remember too much, but these little things floating around look like fuzzies from Mario, or I know, no, they look like Fry Kids, the old McDonald's Fry Kids when they had characters. That's what they look like, flying around trying to get old Jetpac here. Woo! Nobody can defeat me and my flashing pink rocket ship. Yeah, I don't think any of the stages change, layout-wise, other than the enemies. So, oh my god. Flying bubble people. Ooh, good. Run. I don't know if this game has a story. I'm sure it does. I mean, every one of these games back in the day had little stories in their manuals, but what's the story here? Like, am I landing on separate planets? Am I like running out of fuel? And why do these bubble people have the advanced knowledge to have rocket ship fuel? I mean, did they actually set up oil wells, and do we have, rich bubble people, oil tycoons? Oh my god, I'm not doing very well. God, when they put the fuel on the edge of the screen, that's just dangerous, bad news. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, see that? See how they're like grouped together and they screw with your eyes? I was born in 1989, so I kind of just barely missed the arcade crazy era. That's when home consoles were popular and whatnot during my childhood. But it would have been crazy to be alive and a teenager during those times. These kind of games, they have like a simple elegance, if you will, to them. Like this was all that people had were these arcade games and Atari and some of the systems. I want to say the Odyssey or something like that. I don't remember. But you had to put a overlay over your TV screen because all that the system did was put a little dot and line on your screen. So you had to put an overlay, clear overlay over your screen, so you could play pretend basically and play these games. But yeah, I mean, this kind of game nowadays, would just be a casual lunch break game, I suppose you'd call it, a casual game on your phone. But this was it. This was it back then. This is what you paid quarter after quarter to play at the arcade. And now it's not gonna have the same effect nowadays, where you have open world games that you can play for 200-300 hours. But I don't know. There's something about them that's fun. They're simple. There's, the rules are very simple and plain, but there's something about them that's fun. Atari, Intellivision, those Atari and Intellivision games that you're just little tanks shooting at each other. I could play that easily. That would be so fun to play. And no, like I said, you're not going to be able to play it for hours and hours on end, but it's something that you could play for a while with your friend and easily come back to in a few days or a week or whatever. It's something that's super fun and simple. Oh my god. Get the gem. So yeah, I'm pretty sure everything that's not fuel is just for score. Oh man. Oh man. What is that next to my... How many lives do I have? Is that a 4? I guess that's a 4. Let's get out of here. Oh, I got a 1-up. Must have got a 1-up. Oh, now it's 4 again. Okay, so it must just give you the extra life when you're in the ship. But yeah, anyways, I mean, games aren't the same anymore. Obviously, back in the arcade days, they were about high score. And those kind of games can't really thrive today. Any arcade game on Xbox or PlayStation that does have a leaderboard, people hack them, people do stupid things to them, and I mean, even if you were good at this game and set a good high score, it'd be different than, having the high score at your local arcade. You are never going to have anywhere near the top of the leaderboard. I mean, at least I wouldn't. I mean, even if I did well, I'm sure the high score for this game world record is probably maxed out 99999, or if it can have a 7th digit, I'm sure it's in the millions. But So I mean, those kind of games just aren't as fun anymore because, you would have a chance if you actually were just playing it in like your local arcade to have the high score. In fact, at a local bowling alley that I used to go to, I did have the high score, all 5 top scores, as a matter of fact, in Monkey Ball. They had a Monkey Ball arcade cabinet, and I had the top 5 high scores for the longest time. And it's a bowling alley that I went to all the time, so obviously I would check the high scores, and yeah, I think they got rid of the machine before any of my high scores were beaten. But yeah, as far as world records go, no. I mean, the only thing that I think I've done even remotely good or close to a world record or anything like that, the world record for a Mario speedrun is somewhere around 5 minutes, a little under 5 minutes, I think. I don't know exactly. Someone would have to look that up, but I died once during the my speedrun, and got about 30 seconds off the record, which, I mean, I know doesn't sound very good, but I mean, it is. I died once, so I mean, I don't know. I think it's good. The only other thing that is cool that I've done world record wise is my friend and I, when Travis and I, when Rock Band came out, we played it so freaking much. In the original Rock Band, when your band, when you would play songs and events in the game, you would get fans. And we were, I want to say, the 13th band to hit 1 million fans. And I don't know if we ever got higher than that. I don't remember if we broke the top 10 or not. I don't think so. I think we were 13 was the highest that we got. But I mean, that's pretty crazy. That's a world leaderboard. Yeah, we played a lot. So, I mean, that was pretty cool to open up the world leaderboard and see your name on the first page. It was pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. But that is all that, I've done that's gotten even close to a world record. And I mean, obviously, I feel like I'm doing pretty good here, but like I said, I'm sure that the high score for this is astronomical. But, it's going to be that way. I haven't played it my whole life, and I'm sure that there's people that played the crap out of this game every weekend at the arcade. Figured out all the tricks, figured out all the everythings, and, beat this game. Well, not beat. I don't know if there is an end, but you know what I mean. Dominated this game. Like I'm pretty good at old games, Pac-Man and Galaga and all that, but when you look up the world high score, you just feel like crap. It's a joke. I am being attacked by floating apple pies here. I don't. I think they're supposed to be UFOs, but these ones are actually chasing me. All the other ones have just been patterns. These ones are chasing me like Pac-Man ghosts, so it's a little bit more difficult. I was just about to say that it doesn't really seem like these levels are getting any harder. It's just different enemies, but these ones are chasing me, so I don't know if it's going to be different from now on or what, but it's getting kind of crazy. Oh my goodness, let's get out of here on my U2 rocket. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, so I mean, I wonder, how many rockets there are in this game. That's something that I will bring up. I will bring up the world high score for this game and put it right here on screen and laugh at myself for thinking that I'm even good at this game remotely. Right now I'm being attacked by flying D-pads. They are everywhere. Watch out for the D-pads, everybody. Oh my goodness. But anyways, back to my point earlier. It would have been neat to have been alive during the arcade era, if you will. You know, going after school and spending your quarters and all that. When I was a kid, there were still arcades in the mall, but they died out. I know Chuck E. Cheese is still a thing, obviously, but you know, it's not the same as it used to be. You know, if people tried to make an arcade nowadays, and I'm sure there are successful arcades in big cities and stuff like that. You know, I would still go. I have fun with some of the games when I take my daughter to Chuck E. Cheese and all that, but they just don't thrive as much anymore. But yeah, they were, let's see, Aladdin's Castle was the name of the arcades around where I lived in the mall. And yeah, I remember, you know, going and being selfish and being like, seriously, Grandma, I only get $5 of quarters. How, you know, it's only gonna last me like 30 minutes, Grandma. And now I'm being attacked by Millennium Falcons here. Yeah, see, these ones are just flying straight across the screen. So it looks like the apple pie UFOs are the hardest enemy in this game so far. Oh my god, seizure rockets. Get out of here. Oh god, no. Get out of here. Oh, well, that was stupid. Come on, come on, come on, let's go. That's right, we are out of here. We are leaving the Star Wars universe, and we will see what enemies we will face here. We will explore the unknown in our rocket. Oh my god, little cloud ghosts. That looks like a Pokemon. I don't remember which one, but it sure does. I will have to look that up too if I can figure out which Pokemon that looks like. I want to say Slurpuff, but I am not sure. I am not 100% sure, so I don't want to dedicate my answer there. But I want to say Slurpuff. That was dumb. Oh well. That is Jetpac, and yeah, simple but fun. As, you know, most of these are Atari ZX Spectrum, apparently, games are. But, you know, they're fun. They're fun. They're just going for a high score. They're casual. And, I don't know. I personally have a love connection with these kind of games. You know, I don't know. There's something about these old games that really takes you back to this era, and the simple elegance of them is intriguing and can deliver hours of fun, at least for me. I know most people nowadays would look at these games and be like, dear God, I cannot play this for longer than 5 minutes, but I enjoy them, so I like to share them with you. But that is it for this episode, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. Please continue to watch our videos and subscribe. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good day.